Holy crap. Canada, you guys, Toronto, you guys sound like you're pretty jacked for that victory, am I right? What are we going to?
Now we talk for a little bit and go to Zoe and Day9.
Okay. I mean, what were your thoughts on that? We saw two amazing Protoss step up and go down 3-1. I thought the Zergs from the Netherlands and France, respectively, did an amazing job.
They both played amazingly. Red got in some really uncomfortable situations, but as you said, he actually managed to trade Hydras efficiently. He got all the sentries, and that was all he needed to do. He needed to get rid of the sentries so he could hold on with Zerglings until Broodlords came out, and he did it perfectly.
And I think that's, I mean, that's the big storyline out there. If the Hydras come out and they get stuck and globbed onto your army composition, and you just sit back, and the Colossus count gets more towards like 3 or 4, but more importantly, the other part of the army gets there as well. The high Stalker count, the Mothership that we saw, Archons.
We saw that happen on Daybreak, and we saw how it turns out.
It's
but he managed to avoid that here.
Yeah.
That's what Zerg wants to happen. Daybreak was what Protoss wants to happen.
Absolutely amazing play. So I think we're actually ready for this. Actually, excuse me. We're going to have Sean Day9 plot, and nope, we're just going to go straight to the interview, as the voice in my head says. And there it is, the interview.
Yeah, I'm now sitting here with Red, who just won those games against Puzzle. Yeah, guys, give it up once more. Wow. What a series. So you look relieved. Before we actually talk about the games itself, let's talk a bit about how did you go into those games. Did you feel comfortable going up against Puzzle, or have you been scared? As Puzzle has been like dominating his group throughout the whole group stages, and he's a very good player. How did you feel going up against him?
Well, until I got here about 3 days ago, I didn't really have the chance to play that many games with players like Puzzle, who are playing Protoss at that high skill level. But the last 3 days, I actually got to play a lot of games with Hero, and MC also played against me. So as my practice progressed, I felt more and more like, hey, you know, I can actually beat these guys if I don't make mistakes. So I actually felt pretty good going into it.
Well, you're still shaking with your hand. You must be so pumped right now. Like all the adrenaline, I can imagine. And also, it must be pretty warm. I mean, it's warm in here in general, so you're
I sweat easily, so if I go in there, I'm just it's like
that's good. No, it makes you look like you're really on it, so that's fine.
We are cyber athletes, right? So there has to be some sweat.
Athletes, you have to sweat. So let's talk a little bit about the games. Mostly one decision, which actually really like kind of struck out. The Hydras. Like it's more common to go like Ling Roaches, buy some time to then eventually go for Infestors and Broodlords. You went Hydras twice. Why?
Well, I used to always really like Roach Hydra busting. I didn't do that in these games, but if you open Hydra, you do have that option if you see that they're not rushing for Colossus, which he did, so I didn't really have the choice to show that build. But I just like having a couple of Hydras around, because if you go straight for Infestor, then the Phoenix can just lift them in battles. So I just don't like that, so I like getting a few safety Hydras.
So what do you think went wrong in the second game?
A lot went wrong in the second game.
Explain.
I mean, I didn't see the game from like the observer perspective, so, but I felt like I was like winning it easily, and then I actually forgot to mine one of my extractors. So because I made Hydras, I didn't really have gas for Infestors, and my Greater Spire was a little bit late, and then he started dropping me when I was maxed. So it was just an unfortunate series of events in that game. But yeah, I should learn from that and not mess up again.
Well, you have time to show us that improvement in the next few games you're going to play. So good luck for that once more. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You did amazing. And we're now going to throw it over to Sean Day9 Plot.